Granger College of Engineering. Our history speaks for itself.
Just such an honor to be here and be a part of all the research that's going on.
John Bardeen winning the Nobel Prize for Physics.
Nadia Mason shines during her TED Talk.
That's Mimi Ang, project manager for the Mars Ingenuity.
And now, the future is yours to shape.
You have persevered, you have overcome extraordinary circumstances, and achieved your goals. You are the next generation of global leaders, and we're just so very proud of you.
So march out there with confidence. You are armed with one of the most powerful and effective educations you can obtain.
So today we're celebrating so much more than just your academic achievements. Today we are acknowledging and celebrating your journey.
I encourage you to navigate the future with determination and resolve and all the things that you've learned in your journey at the University of Illinois. Congratulations to all of you graduates of Granger College of Engineering, and I welcome you to your future.
Candidates, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished faculty, honored guests, and class of 2025, good afternoon and welcome. I am Jonathan Mackle, a professor of electrical and computer engineering and associate dean of the Granger College of Engineering. And on behalf of our outstanding faculty and Dean Bashir, it is my honor to welcome you to this graduation ceremony. To the parents, families, mentors, and friends joining us today, both in person and virtually, we are delighted that you have all taken the time to be with us today to celebrate this milestone in the life of your special graduate and to help us recognize her or his achievement. Graduates, you've made it. Well done. Congratulations. Today marks not just the completion of the degree that you have earned from the Granger College of Engineering, but the beginning of your impact on our rapidly evolving world. You join a dynamic global network of over 100,000 Granger Engineering alumni who are transforming industries, addressing climate challenges, advancing healthcare, and reimagining how technology serves humanity. Your journey here wasn't defined just by lectures and exams, but by breakthrough moments in spaces across campus, collaborative projects tackling real-world problems, virtual global engagements, and perhaps most significantly, by your resilience through unprecedented times. You've demonstrated not only technical expertise, but adaptability, creativity, and compassion, qualities that will define the next generation of engineering leaders like yourself. As you transition from students to colleagues in the engineering profession, remember that your Granger engineering education has prepared you not just to adapt to change, but to drive it. In an era where artificial intelligence, renewable energy, and quantum computing are reshaping our world, your unique perspectives and skills are needed more now than ever. Let me assure you that each of you has a lot to be proud of, and I hope that over the coming days and weeks, you will take time to reflect on how much you have grown and accomplished during your time at Illinois. In a few moments, we will applaud you for those accomplishments. Before we do so, I think it is important to recognize that you did not get here alone. You enjoyed the support of your parents and families, your loved ones, your friends. I invite you to take a moment now and thank them for their support with a round of your own applause. We are thrilled to welcome Steve Chen back to campus as our Convocation speaker. Steve Chen is an Asian American entrepreneur recognized as a co-founder and former Chief Technology Officer of YouTube. Born in Taipei in 1978, Steve relocated to the United States at the age of 8 and subsequently pursued computer science studies at the University of Illinois, Urbana Champaign. Mr. Chen commenced his professional journey at PayPal, where he established connections with Chad Hurley and Jawed Karim. In 2005, the aforementioned individuals co-founded YouTube, which promptly ascended to prominence as a leading video sharing platform. In 2006, Google acquired YouTube for $1.65 billion. Mr. Chen remained affiliated with YouTube until 2010, after which he served as an entrepreneur in residence at Google Ventures, while concurrently engaging with Silicon Valley startup community as an investor and advisor. Following 2 decades of residing in the San Francisco Bay Area, Mr. Chen relocated to Taiwan in 2019. Through the utilization of the first gold card issued in Taiwan, Mr. Chen has been actively collaborating with the startup ecosystem in Asia, with the objective of nurturing regional entrepreneurial talent and promoting innovation beyond Silicon Valley. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Steve Chen.
Good evening. Good evening, faculty, families, friends, and graduates. Good evening, and thank you to all of the YouTube viewers in the audience tonight. Wow, it's a thrill and an honor to be standing here today. It is here that my own sense of curiosity was ignited. Being back on campus definitely stirs up a wave of memories. This university was instrumental for so many of us with its persistent encouragement to address big ideas, tackle tough problems, and have the confidence to wander into uncertainty. As an aside to the class of 2025, when you all come across this amazing finish line today, just know you're completing a journey that I started myself way back when the class of 2000 was supposed to graduate. I guess you could say, as of tonight, you're going to officially lap me. So Dean Bashir, I know there are many happy mothers here tonight, and you would make my mother one of them if you happen to have an extra diploma from 25 years ago. Today, I'd like to share some stories about that Silicon Valley journey, starting from Arlington Heights, or Cook County, to then creating cat videos in Silicon Valley. Rewinding back to late 1999, I was still at the University of Illinois at the time, and I had just finished my interview over ICQ, if anyone remembers that, with Max Levchin, another proud Illini, and the co-founder of a tiny startup at the time called PayPal. A few days later, I stuffed everything I owned into one suitcase and boarded a one-way flight to Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley back then was definitely uncharted territory. It was the absolute peak of the internet bubble. This first generation of internet companies was exploding, IPOs were happening left and right, and it felt like the rules of business were being rewritten daily. When I arrived, PayPal's idea was to build a digital wallet for the Palm Pilot. And then another show of hands for people who remember what the Palm Pilot was. Quick history lesson for anyone born in the smartphone period. The Palm Pilot was this device that was launched in 1997. It came with a stylus pen, and it was supposed to be a pocket organizer without a camera, without any apps, and it forced you to use a special handwriting technique with a stylus to interact with it. The Palm Pilot came with an entire 1 megabyte of storage and a CD for installing the desktop software. And well, those visions at PayPal, and this was a team that included Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, co-founder of PayPal, Palantir, Founders Fund, David Sachs, President Trump advisor to AI and crypto, Reid Hoffman, founder of LinkedIn, Max Levchin, and even Russ Simmons, Jeremy Stoppelman, 2 other U of I alums that went on to create and start Yelp. Back then, the vision at PayPal with this amazing team was that everyone in the world was soon going to be carrying one of these Palm Pilot devices in their pockets. And of course, these people are going to naturally need to send money back and forth. So PayPal was supposed to create this platform to securely make these Palm Pilot payments. That vision fizzled fast, but our pivot to web-based payments took off very quickly. And in the 5 years that I spent at PayPal, from 1999 to 2004, I had an opportunity to fully experience Silicon Valley. From PayPal's sale to eBay, to a spin-out and an eventual IPO, I had the opportunity to manage a team, see how decisions were made, especially during periods of crisis, and I had the privilege to work alongside a group of incredible people. This crucial lesson for me at PayPal was to have lofty goals, but just as equally important is to have that audacity to change course, which is what turned PayPal from a Palm Pilot wallet into the global payment platform that we know today. Moving on to YouTube. It was actually exactly 20 years ago, in 2005, that Chad Hurley, Javed, and yes, another Illini and I launched YouTube. In our brilliant original plan, YouTube was intended as a video dating site. When we started YouTube, we thought, who wouldn't want a dating app that allowed users to introduce themselves using videos instead of just photos? We spent months building it. Then after launching this service, we watched as hours, then days, and weeks would go by, and exactly 0 videos were uploaded. But we listened, and we adapted. The entire backend we built for transcoding the videos, for streaming the videos, that was good and groundbreaking at the time. But after observing how users were using the service, we realized that it's not that people didn't want to share videos, they just didn't want to share dating videos. So we opened those gates to allow users to upload any video that they wanted, and everything changed. As a demonstration, Javed uploaded the first video on this updated YouTube, a 19-second video of him at the San Diego Zoo. I don't know if people have watched that video. And I have the distinct honor of uploading the platform's first cat video starring my own cat, Pajamas. So another couple wins for Illinois. Fast forward to today, over 500 hours of content, are uploaded to YouTube every single minute, and billions of videos are watched every day. Today, YouTube has over 2.5 billion monthly active users, and it accounts for approximately 40% of the world's internet traffic. More personal to me, back in 2005, I never imagined that just a few short years later, I would be having arguments with my own kids, telling them and forcing them to stop watching videos on YouTube and go to bed. So from cooking tutorials, gaming live streams, unboxing videos, chess lessons, vacuum cleaner reviews, and yes, endless amounts of cat content, you can find all of that on YouTube. And this year, we celebrate that 20th year anniversary of YouTube, and it's become truly an amazing journey. Yet, it was our willingness to believe in something untested, to take that risk, and finally to adapt when our initial plan flopped that paved the way for YouTube's global reach today. Looking back at the 20 years that I spent in Silicon Valley, I've learned that in reality, building something new is inherently unpredictable. While you've likely heard of PayPal, eBay, Google, and YouTube, I've worked on a long list of other ventures, including Avos, Mixbit, Nom, Delicious, and amongst many other companies that we've started. Some of these names in this list may have changed the way that we live and sleep, or not sleep today, but others barely made a ripple. But I think the key point I want to make is that each of these companies demanded that first similar step, which is leaping into the unknown, unsure of that outcome, but committed to that possibility. So what's next for you? Some of you may be heading to big tech companies. Others may be launching your own startups. Some of you might take a gap year and travel, and some of you might still be figuring things out. But whatever that path, remember what Illinois has already taught you. Take those calculated risks, question your assumptions, and pivot without any fear when reality doesn't match the plan. Nothing in life is guaranteed, but the world needs problem solvers who are willing to try something new without knowing all the answers. Congratulations, class of 2025. I can't wait to see where your curiosity and courage takes you. Thank you for letting me share this evening with you.
Okay, good afternoon. Okay, Steve Chen is here. You have to do better than this. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. ILL. One more time, louder. ILL. All right, thank you. I'm just so excited today. I think before I say anything, I really want to thank Steve Chen again for being here. The impact that he's had on the world, there's very few people who have ever lived can make that kind of an impact. So I want to again give him a big round of applause and thank him for coming back to our campus. To our graduates, proud families, and distinguished guests, welcome to this momentous day. As I stand before you, humbled and proud as the Dean of the Grainger College of Engineering, I'm really struck by this powerful truth that in this room sit the next generation of innovators and disruptors who will reshape our world. To the families here today, thank you. Your support, sacrifices, and your unwavering belief in these graduates have made this day possible. You entrusted us with your children, young and old, your partners and your loved ones, and today they emerge not just as engineers and computer scientists, but as young visionaries ready to tackle humanity's greatest challenges. So class of 2025, you're graduating from more than just one of the world's premier institutions, and I say the best college of engineering in the metaverse. You are joining a legacy of innovations that have literally changed human history, as you just heard. When you walk across this stage today, you follow in the footsteps of the minds behind YouTube, and I'll repeat that multiple times today. YouTube, PayPal, the LED, the iliac, the mosaic, the plasma display, the radio immunoassays, the architects of Burj Khalifa and Willis Towers, and so many other technological breakthroughs that have transformed how we live, how we work, and how we dream. There's nothing in the physical and virtual world that graduates of this college, and especially this new school's alumni, haven't had an impact on. So as you stand at the dawn of this unprecedented era of technological revolution, AI, quantum computing, micronuclear reactors, fusion energy, space exploration, eradication of disease, uncovering the function of the human brain, these aren't just buzzwords, they are happening now, and they're going to be happening in the next 20 years within your careers. They are the tools you will use to solve humanity's most pressing challenges. So please consider this. There are 7.8 billion people on Earth right now, each of whom can be affected by the decisions you make and the solutions you create. That's not just a responsibility, it's an opportunity. The kind of opportunity that John Bardeen seized when he revolutionized electronics, that Nick Holoniak grasped when he invented the visible LED, and the kind of opportunity that Steve Chen seized when he co-founded YouTube. The countless engineers and computer scientists they have all embraced as they have pushed the boundaries of what's possible. So as you leave here today, I challenge you to ask yourself just one question. How will you use your unique talents to make the world better for those who will follow? And as you pursue these technical challenges, I really urge you to remember one crucial thing. The greatest engineering solutions are to serve humanity. Your technical brilliance must be guided by empathy, altruism, a commitment to service, and not just for some, but for all. Focus on our common humanity and our global citizenry to bring the world together. In this age of artificial intelligence and autonomous systems, your human judgment and your moral compass matter more than ever before. So, class of 2025, I'm just so excited for all that you will do. You carry forward not just a degree, but a tradition of excellence and innovation that spans generations. Please stay connected with us, stay connected with your mentors, support each other, and respect those whose opinions differ from yours. And remember that you'll always have a home here at the Granger Engineering and at the Siebel School of Computing and Data Science. And I know that you will be part of us and our college and our department forever. The world awaits your contribution, your innovations, and your leadership, so please make them count. So congratulations, class of 2025, ILL.
The history of computer science at Illinois is a history of computing. And today, our faculty, our students, and our alums, which now includes all of you, are defining its future. Our research breakthroughs are legendary. Our graduates have started and led companies and developed technologies that have transformed our world. From Microsoft, C3 AI, and Malwarebytes, to eBay, PayPal, YouTube, we've heard about a few times today, and Yelp, to Netscape and Google Chrome, and even Match.com, so dating was there still. Now, I was thrilled when I joined this select group myself, and today I am privileged to welcome you to its ranks as well. At more than 20,000 strong, the CS Alumni Network provides you with an incredible resource to support you throughout your career. Please stay connected. We're here for you throughout your life's journey, just as we have been during your studies. What will you do next? We cannot wait to see, but we know it will be amazing, and no pressure, but we are counting on all of you to change the world for the better. Congratulations and welcome.
Kushi Sedana. Biswajit Pal. Mohammed Hussain.
Samvit Dadhia.
And we are proud of you. You are now graduates of the Granger College of Engineering at the University of Illinois and the Siebel Center for Computing and Data Science. I invite you to signify that fact now by moving your tassel from right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished faculty, honored guests, Dean Bashir, I give you our graduates. Thank you all for coming. Please allow the platform party and then the students to exit before you all leave today. And for those of you who would like to meet our guest speaker, Steve Chen, we invite graduates to join us at a meet and greet directly outside the east entrance from 7 to 8. To close this ceremony, I now invite everyone to stand and join our graduates in singing Hail to the Orange.